Hello.
Hello, great. I'm loving your shirt, David. My God, that's
And
very
it's
colorful.
screaming Evie. It's giving Evie vibes.
Well, I'm totally wearing like the multicolored overalls today. So yeah, I
Yeah.
think I totally am. Jean jacket. Yes.
I recognize it, but I don't remember what it is.
I feel like it's like
Yeah.
a brand emblem or
Yeah.
something, but I'm not 100% sure
Boy
what. Definitely nothing
Scouts.
we have in Australia as far as I'm aware.
Mm,
Oh no, David's
yes.
fixing it.
Yeah.
David, he's been saying some smashing, like, beautiful things, and he's been muted the whole time.
This is going really well. The same issue you had with Joby knows how to fix it. He's asked us to pass that on. So David also was asking us what that little thing he was holding was, and if anybody can guess what it is or knows what it is. Evie and I don't really know, but we recognize it, but we don't know where it's from. So if anybody wants to start guessing
Okay,
what that little like chipmunk
that
looking
should
thing
work
was,
now. It is. I
Yes,
believe it's a beaver.
a
is it?
beaver.
Yeah. So if you know
Oh,
what this is in chat, let me know.
it's very cute.
He is very
Mm.
cute. Yeah. So,
Oh yeah, he's got the beaver teeth.
he does like
Rewatch
this.
said Nicole and Evie are now postage stamps. Not anymore, we're
Well,
not. But
because
we're.
of we've gone from 1080p to like 480k, 480
Uh,
4K. So we've gone back and forth, and it's just a whole mess.
Mm.
okay. Well, I was
But
going to say you
anyway,
get it one of two ways. You either get us as postage stamps, but you hear David, or you get us in full, but you don't hear David.
this is why we sort these things out now before we start the show. So
Yes.
no one recognizes what this is. Several of you in this thing
No.
are. I'm really surprised. Several of you in here are Americans, and you're not getting it. So whatever. Well, I will bring it up later on. Um,
Okay.
Oh, okay. Leaving
Okay.
us in suspense with the
mm-hmm.
beaver.
I
Yes,
I
this is
I
where I got the
guess.
shirt.
Uh
Oh, okay.
We are
Because you know what
doing.
your shirt reminds me of? It reminds me of oh my God, the Stranger Things. It reminds me of Stranger
Oh, it's
Things.
very neon.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
feels kind of
it screams
80s.
neon sign. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we're both doing 80s really well.
We are.
So today's
I'm doing combat.
episodes are yes, she is. She is.
Yes, you
We're
are.
going to be
Very
covering
appropriate.
Affinity and Poisoning the Well. But before we do that, I believe, Nicole, you have a really bad example.
It's just so bad. Yeah, also, my I think one of my last ones was actually poisoning the well, so that's a good coinky dink.
Oh, there you
Okay,
Oh
go.
right.
yes, because you did a physical well. That's right.
Yes. Okay,
With
right, guys,
poison.
you ready for bad times? As always,
I am.
wait for the
I'm prepared.
chat. It's so bad.
Oh.
Exactly. Look how bad it is.
Um, is it singing
Oh, I
dots?
know what it is.
Oh God,
Well,
I'm
the
bad
amount
at
of dots would
this.
help. It's a
Um,
garbage
I
episode, like
got
one
it.
of the worst episodes of the show for sure.
I mean, if you like Tremors, you'd like it.
I think it's garbage, hot garbage.
Tremors.
Uh huh. That was probably too big a hit. Yep, Jacob got it.
Hey, it's the
Oh,
scourge,
okay.
those
That's
damn
right.
bugs.
That's right.
Oh,
Because they come out of that guy's dead body as like mouth, and they all
That's
start like going.
really good, Nicole.
that's right.
So
I like
that
it.
took me literally 30 seconds. It was crap,
That's
but it
perfect.
worked. So
Yeah.
bizarre.
Sometimes
Um,
the bad
It's
ones are the better
beautiful.
ones.
It's beautiful in its simplicity.
Thank you. And Gary T said, as a Canadian, I know it about the thing that David mentioned.
So
So
what is it? Is it a chipmunk? I don't think it's a
it looks
chipmunk.
like a chipmunk. I was like, is it
Oh,
Chippendales? I don't know what Chippendale is, but
I
I
don't
like
think
it's
it's a
just give.
chipmunk. Hang on.
I mean, I don't really know what a beaver looks like, to be honest, but I always thought they were a bit bigger and like less small and cute. We don't. I don't think we have
He's
beavers
a
over here.
I
cartoon
think
beaver wearing a cap.
Oh.
okay.
Either way, they've got the big teeth at the front, so
They sure do.
they've all got that
I
going.
Yeah.
had
Well,
those
so do
teeth
like
before I had braces.
groundhogs. You know, 'cause Bill Murray does it very good in Groundhog Day.
Oh,
So
groundhogs are so
anyway,
cute.
all right. Anyway, so I'll go ahead and say it. This is Bucky's. So you can look up.
Bucky's.
Yeah, go
Okay.
and Google BUC, Bravo Uniform Charlie, hyphen, Echo Echo, apostrophe Sierra. It is an American institution for people who are traveling cross country. So if you have they're several hundred miles apart. They're not close together. But if you have a road trip, chances are you will be within range of one over the course of a day and a half, 2 days. Gary T. Bucky's, he's got it right there. Yep, no, not Alvin and the Chipmunks, but it is like the size of a super Walmart, and they've got about 120 gas
it's so
gas
cute.
positions at the front.
Yes.
And it's got clothing. It's got a huge food section, and I mean huge. Barbecue. Custom cinnamon rolls and donuts and everything you could possibly imagine that your little heart attack American heart wants.
I was going to say capitalism. They've really doubled down and tried to expand as much as they can.
And you can get a car wash there?
What?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Find a car wash.
Can you
I'm just looking at one of the websites and you can get
barely
a car
get a car wash in this bloody country. All right.
Wow. Yeah, no, they're pretty amazing. So
there's no point getting your car washed in the UK because it rains so often.
This is true.
Why would you bother?
Petter will wash his car before he has to go like do work, and then like it will rain, and he'll be like, "Why did I bother? Why? What?" And it doesn't
because
say.
The rain doesn't necessarily clean your car.
No, sometimes it can make it dirty.
Yeah.
You're still gonna get corrosion.
It's just annoying because he's cleaning it because it like previously rained and there's like you can see the marks. He's trying to make it as clean as possible, and then the rain's like, haha, we're gonna leave marks all over your car now.
Yeah, exactly. Bucky's does not have a post office, Gary. Convenience store. They do not provide U.S. Postal Services, but maybe he's talking about something similar. Yeah, known for its food, massive gas stations, and other wares. Okay, so we have Affinity today. And then...
Yay!
Okay, stop.
I know that Nicole was like particularly psyched.
I sent a message going, "Yay, we're back!" Oh no, it's Affinity.
Don't do that. Don't say that. Not at the start. At the you're allowed to invite our guests to find other things to do with their afternoon, I suppose.
No, please stay. Don't go away. Please stay.
Maybe they'll be excited to listen to me destroy this episode. I don't know. It's not that bad, but it's just not as good as other ones. But Lois Lane is in it, so yay.
She is.
I'll take it.
And I don't care for her bangs. I really don't.
Oh, really?
She's adorable without the bangs. But with the bangs, I'm not crazy about it. So she looks like a completely different person with them. And also she's much more brunette in this. But David Palfy's wife. So
yes,
Anubis. Yes, that is
married
correct.
to Anubis. Anubis
she
number
is.
1. You guys ready to go?
Yes, I got Affinity.
I believe so. Just make sure I have my notes because my my keyboard is not working.
Why is it not working?
Yeah, I have no idea why.
Look, guys, I'm a hater of Affinity, but I'm a lover of Poisoning the Well. So stick around. Stick around.
Oh gosh. Okay, here we go. There's that.
All right.
Yeah,
I think I'm ready.
Pull up the episode myself, and I thought I reprogrammed all of my Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Okay, folks, Affinity in 5, 4, 3. Welcome back to Wormhole Extremists. My name is David. I'm with Yvie.
Hello.
And Nicole.
Hello.
This is SG-1 807 Affinity, and ow, that's a fender bender.
Yes, this is actually at the corner of Nicholas Street and Beach Avenue in Vancouver.
We've
for
been
those
there.
who are curious. We have. It's the same park location that is used numerous times in the Stargate universe. It's where Teal'c and Krista, obviously in this same episode, train in Locknell. It's where Mayborn grabs a hot dog from a vendor in Chain Reaction, and where Mayborn's tropical beach paradise appears
That's
at
right.
the end of that same episode. And it's also where Shepard sits contemplating the offer to travel to Atlantis.
Oh, wow, there we go.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that there's like a legal technicality with the car collision. Like in the US, the rear car is usually legally at fault in a rear end collision,
Yes.
regardless of signaling and tailgate.
It's not automatic, but it is usually. It is 95%. Yes.
Yeah, that
You have
sounds
to
like the
prove
same in
otherwise.
Australia.
Yeah.
And I think also the street sign shows a speed in kilometers per hour instead of miles per
Ah,
hour.
and also, I'm just going to get this out of the way right now. I do not believe there is a body of water that large in Colorado Springs. I could be
Oh,
wrong,
right.
but I don't think so. Man,
Oh, he has
that guy fell
destroyed those
hard.
dudes.
I know, right? Look
Yeah.
how look at his outfit as well. It's
I
I
actually
was gonna
know.
say,
so.
I love this shirt pants combo.
It looks
You
like he went back in time.
can't take the law into your own hands, T.
No.
Goodness.
I struggle with off base episodes like this because like with Holiday, I find moments cringy. And Bane as well. I mean, a lot of the problems I have with Stargate is simply the off base stuff. It's
They
just
hang on
Yeah,
the
I kind of agree
strength
that.
of the character's circumstances.
Yes.
You know?
I think it's these kinds of episodes which kind of age the show, or at least show
Oh,
the
date it?
show's age. It
Yeah.
dates it because you
Yeah.
see the clothes and the surroundings, and you're like, okay. But sometimes because they're wearing uniform, you can kind of trick yourself into thinking that it's nowadays. Does that make sense?
I suppose. Yeah.
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 Teal'c just likes to dress that way. I
It's
think
yeah.
it's awful.
Always considered the
So-
episodes a product of their time.
Yeah, for sure.
The geopolitical situation, you know,
Oh, yeah, of course.
is yeah.
So my understanding is the concept for this episode originated from Joseph Malozzi's pitch about Teal'c with amnesia, accused of murder on an alien world. And according to Joe, this episode also aired out of order and should have
Yes.
come after Covenant, which explains why Daniel already knows about the trust when they contact him.
Yeah, that'll come up in a little bit here.
Ah, the Covenant.
And I think this episode was nominated for a Leo Award for Dramatic Series Best Screenwriter for Peter DeLuise.
Wow, all right.
And this is one of a few episodes that doesn't feature a Stargate. Because obviously, as we said, it's mainly off base. And I also think that the Trust went through multiple name changes during development, with every name the writers initially chose having already been used in Alias. Which I thought was a fun fact. But that makes sense because I literally just watched Alias all the way through for the first time this year.
Oh, so they weren't deliberately avoiding alias names.
Yes.
Okay.
Amazing. So I don't remember much about this episode. I think I've seen this episode a total of maybe 4 or 5 times. But I really
Which is a
don't.
decent amount, really.
It
Yes.
is, but I really, you know what? I've realized that I was just watching it because I only had so many DVDs on hand.
There you go.
Yeah.
I've only seen it 13 times. You know, it's not that great.
I don't think it's very good.
I've only seen it one per year for every year I've been alive.
Yeah.
There's this whole circle of jerks going on right now in the chat over Bane. So,
The circle of jokes.
yes, that's all I'm going to
So
say. Y'all are crazy.
originally, Jack was supposed to visit Teal'c's apartment, but due to RDA's tight schedule,
Oh, okay.
that they had Daniel step into that role instead.
Jafar Sheik. I'm obsessed with this interaction.
Yes.
I think it makes a bit more sense actually to have Daniel here, and to be honest, it adds to their chemistry, especially with Richard Danson about to leave, going into season
I
9.
suspect. And
Sure
who do
has
you think
been
probably
involved.
furnished his apartment and went shopping with him? It was probably Daniel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'd
Daniel
say
is
so.
the
He might have loaned him
anthropologist.
some stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, well, where did you come from? Well, you probably came from Africa. So let's go ahead and get you some African stuff and make sure that it's not like Haitian stuff. So
There is definitely some like you've got to try and find something in his heritage to put there that works for this planet.
because he's going to have visitors and they're going to, you know, expect him to have
Knowledge.
something. I mean, maybe not as much as he's got, like the giraffe and everything else, but
Yeah. It's a bit much.
I want that polo.
It's a very nice polo. I've
His
always
pecs look
admired the
great in
polo
that polo.
in this episode. I don't know why.
It's the pecs.
It just looks it's probably the pecs. You're
just
right.
Dan-
And the color looks nice
Daniel
on
and
him.
Teal'c are so
Yes.
tasty in this episode. Actually, I will say they're both pretty tasty.
As my folks
So
will tell
the,
you, I did not like lined shirts when I grew up, and or when I
Oh,
was young.
really?
And now I do. I'll
I
wear
love
things
lined
with lines
shirts.
on them.
I used to
They
not.
can be quite flattering.
Well, I used to like them, and then my friends were like, "Don't wear that; it will make you look fat."
Well,
And
if they
then I
go
was
horizontal,
like,
they make you look
"Okay."
fat. If they go vertical,
Yeah.
they make you look less fat.
Tall
but-
and
Well,
Yeah.
I was
sometimes
weird
slender.
because my friends like, and they always told me don't wear lines because it will do that. And then when I wore it, they were like, "Oh, you actually don't look that big in it." I'm like, "Yay, a win!" So
So this is at least Teal'c's third time around as vigilante.
yeah,
I'm
I'm getting a little tired of seeing it, to be honest.
So I was going to say that the symbolism in this episode kind of works on multiple levels. So the apartment represents Teal'c's attempt to integrate into Earth society as part of what the writers had always wanted, which was like a fish out of water story about
Yeah.
Teal'c adapting to Earth society. And the fern that we saw, Daniel pointing out the fern, kind of serves as a visual metaphor for his struggle to adapt to domesticity because it comes up again at the end and it's dead.
That's true.
And
it does. Okay.
Erica Durance.
These two are going to
Yes.
make
Obviously.
out in a
Lois
different
Lane.
show. They're a couple in Saving Hope. They're a married
Christopher
couple.
and Erica are.
No, Michael and Erica.
Oh, okay.
Michael and Erica.
Very
Okay,
nice.
so
I
this
watched
is
the
how they
first
met.
season, back in the
So,
day.
yeah, she obviously later becomes famous as Lois Lane in Smallville, and I believe that her first appearance on that show occurred about 5 months after this episode aired. So they're quite close together.
Fun fact, Michael Shanks was also in that show, and he tries to kiss Lois Lane. So this episode, nice and chill, tries to kiss her as Lois, and then ends up being a couple with her in a different show.
He's
They've got,
Hawkeye,
like,
isn't he?
Yeah,
Pardon?
she
He's Hawkeye.
Hawkman. Yeah,
Hawkman.
yeah,
Hawkman.
Sorry,
Carter Hall
Hawkman.
/ Hawkman. And
you.
I haven't seen Smallville, but my understanding was that he first meets Lois Lane while he's examining ancient artifacts, but I don't know.
We always
Yes,
talk
this is
about Stargate not really having tags, after the plot is resolved. On
Yes.
Smallville, they have like 20-minute tags.
So that's Peter
There's
DeLuise
Peter,
in the background
yeah.
with the child.
Yeah. That was not Jake,
And the
by the way.
child
That was not
is
his.
DJ, who's the son of the executive producer, Michael
Greenberg. That's exactly right.
And there's also a woman walking behind them, which is Nikki Smook, which is Michael Greenberg's wife. And
Yeah.
the woman in the red coat is Amanda Tapping's actual mother.
There we go.
Oh,
It's a whole family day out. And I
I
guess
was going to say Stargate is such a family show. I love it.
It is. And Sam and Pete, they get lunch at Mr. Tubesteak, which is an awful business name. And it's actually a Vancouver-only vendor. And it's been operating for 37 years and it's still in business. I looked it up.
Oh, there you go.
I wish we got some.
So I love what you did for our off week when Nicole got sick. You replaced the ring with a box of Kleenex. Thank you very much. That was really awesome. 100% Photoshop, no AI. That was pretty darn good.
Thank you.
Yeah, very, very
I,
good talent. Good job.
I did another one the other day with an avocado because that's what Teal'c uses as a weapon.
Which is fantastic.
I really enjoyed David's time in this show, but this arc
Yeah.
only is going to go in one direction.
Yeah, we all know.
Yeah.
I wish that they had amicably separated so that he could have worked alongside Agent Barrett in some capacity and
Yeah.
moved
Oh, that would have been
into-
fun.
Yes, into the Colorado Springs area to continue to work for SGC.
Yeah.
As some
don't-
kind of contract role as a cop or
Sure.
something.
Yeah, well, I don't like how he leaves because it
I don't
just
either.
kind of shows
It's
his
painful.
immaturity, and you watch him having that little tantrum and ripping down the was it the sold sign,
Yeah.
and you're just like, oh my
That's
god.
it. Which he would
Yeah.
not
Anyway.
be allowed to do, by the way, at least in the United States. You were speaking of avocados, right?
Yes, he's
Yes,
about to. He's about.
yes,
to,
he's about to
He's not supposed to get involved. Is why he's
hurl
defending
an
himself,
avocado.
but honestly, this
So
is some
there was,
amazing aim.
I love this bit. It's so funny. The guy just falls.
I need to ask Deloise how many times they tried that shot.
Yeah.
Is it a visual effect
well,
at the end of the day?
I
Or
assume
did
it would
they
be.
throw it on one end and then somebody threw it a bit closer just so they could get the shot?
So there was actually
Oh, for
quite a lot
sure.
of jokes online about Teal'c making the thief avocado toast.
Oh,
That's
internet
terrible.
is filling in.
Oh,
And
geez.
a lot of
Silly thing
fans
to say.
actually saw the irony in Pete later calling Sam a superhero, or he might have done it already, while Teal'c is literally fighting street crime with fruit.
Yeah, he's fighting crime with fruit. There you go. Dude, just go home and make a pound cake. That was a very bad dad joke.
Pound cake.
Anyway, you want to talk about Jackhole? Here you go. What was his name? Doug? It's Doug, right?
Doug.
Doug.
It's
That's
Doug.
it. Good old Doug.
I
If you're
feel
from
bad for people
Chicago.
who have the name Doug. It's not one of my favorites.
I have a cousin named Doug. He's from
Actually,
Chicago. I'll call you
one
tomorrow.
of my
Oh,
one of my
and
good
there's the
friends
nosy
is married
neighbor.
to someone called Doug.
Oh, yeah?
Yep, Mrs. Connors. Yeah, playing the role of the nosy neighbor. And obviously this scene establishes Doug as an abusive boyfriend and sets up the whole self-defense killing that frames the episode's central mystery.
Oh, he's the guy that gets iced.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this scene also establishes the groundwork for yeah, actually no, I wrote that. Jeez Louise. I wrote that same comment twice.
No, it's okay.
I retract that.
You
My
retract.
apologies.
I don't
haven't
trust
reviewed
anyone
these notes
who
for
wears
over 2 weeks.
a hoodie underneath another coat. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what's he hiding?
He's
Sorry?
hiding. He's attempting to hide his douchebaggery.
I always have a hoodie under another coat.
Well, that
That's
explains
my-
a lot.
I get cold. I want layers just so that I can take them off accordingly. in
Wear
case the weather
something
changes.
else.
The weather changes like crazy in this country, and sometimes there's not enough
And is that
heating in a
Move.
like a
space.
vest that he's wearing as well?
Jeez, David.
I know.
feel-
He's too layered.
Ah.
He's just too layered. He's trying to cover up his douchiness, and it's just not working. But I am loving this top.
His top or hers?
Her top.
Okay. That's a spaghetti strap tank top. That's what we'd
As
call
long
it
as it ends
anyway.
in top. You think the
See,
bangs
I
do
like
it for
her
her?
fringe. I was gonna say I like her fringe.
I don't know. I watched Smallville,
She
you
keeps
know,
it in
and
Smallville. She has it in the first season.
well, sure she does because the hair hadn't grown back. I mean, it was fine. Maybe it's the color. Maybe that's what it is.
I don't like that they bleached her hair a bit to make her dirty blonde the first time you meet her. I think they did it in order to try and make her different than Kristen Crook because they both had
Yeah,
like
that's
Oh,
right.
brown
same
hair.
look.
Yep.
Right, fair. Okay.
She's an excellent Lois.
Yeah, she is. She's my favorite Lois.
Yeah. Ditzy and clever. So, which I guess is Lois Lane, but yeah. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, whoa.
Well paid. Projecting much.
Yeah.
Mm.
The way Daniel's like immediately clocked it, like, okay.
Yeah, he knows.
Teal'c's like, I don't have a comment.
Well, he's done this before, hasn't he?
Yeah.
How's things?
Pete?
He's fine. I thought we were.
Fantastic comment.
Aww.
You know, part of me says that scene is not realistic, and the other part of me says, yeah, it definitely is. Is it exaggerated a little? Yes, but that's the point. So. There we go. Now that sounds fun. They
Amazing.
know how to party on Chulok.
Response.
Yeah, they do.
You're doing those
Ooh,
push-ups
some
wrong.
yoga.
This is actually what my uncle spends most mornings doing is this. I was actually thinking, like, because he was over for the weekend, and I was seeing him do this outside the window, and I was like, I'm about to see that in Stargate this weekend. So,
Oh, he does, what's it called?
I can't think of the word right now.
I don't know if he's specifically doing that in particular, but he does
Tai
loads-
Chi.
It's
Yeah, he
Tai
does
Chi,
a
yeah.
few of the movements.
Something like Tai
because-
Chi?
Because he's a stuntman, he does it to kind of help himself stay a bit
Sure.
mobile and stuff. And
Of
even when he's
course.
not working, so.
And if you're doing it right, it really hurts.
No.
Slow movements do help, like, do hurt, like slow and deliberate movements like that.
What's the it's not a treadmill, but it's like a bike / treadmill where you move your arms
Elliptical.
back. The elliptical. If you're doing the elliptical correctly, it really hurts. Like
Yeah.
if you horizontally like don't bounce but pretend like you're treading water and you maintain your height, it really hurts. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
That's your PSA.
I
for the
can
elliptical.
confirm that I do reformer Pilates, which uses a bench that has like pulleys and weights and stuff, and yeah, I can confirm that that also hurts a lot.
This kid, you the man.
He's
T.
just he's so in awe. It's like he's
Oh, yeah.
looking at Teal'c as like a father figure.
Yeah.
Older
Oh,
brother.
God, the mood lighting.
Yeah.
Like, see,
Here
this
we
is the thing
go.
with Teal'c that
This
keeps
is
happening, right?
Deloise.
He has a wife, right?
It's
and then
beautiful.
and then has that whole thing at the beginning of season 4, right?
Mhm.
And then now he's got Ishtar, and they're a thing.
Naval.
But then he's vibing with Lois Lane, and I'm just like, Teal'c, man, like, you got so many women in your life. Like, pick one, chill.
Yeah, I don't think you would have
He's
a good
keeping
time
his
on
options
Chulak.
open.
There you go. That's it. You know?
And I don't think he's
Unfortunately,
officially. He doesn't have an
he
understanding with
hasn't
Ishtar, does
declared.
he?
No, he hasn't. So they're cash.
Yeah, I don't know what their situation is,
Cash.
but for me,
Stargate
being like
cash.
Man, look at those
I don't know.
guns.
I've always
I
been
know,
like, just
right?
pick one person as best you can and stick to it. So
You're not wrong.
Kind of dance around a bit. I'm like, chill, bro.
Never watch Riker in Star Trek: The Next Generation. He just clicks his fingers and Troy comes running. So
Not that like people can't do what they want to do, but like I think growing up, I always had a harder time accepting that Teal'c was in like a relationship with someone, but then having a dynamic with someone else. I found it difficult to deal with.
I felt this transition was awfully quick.
Yes.
In the previous episode, you know, they're all steamy, and now this episode, we're all bruised. Oh boy, here we go.
Doug the douche.
Well, at least he took off the friggin' hoodie.
Why is he's also got like a douchey voice? Like, what's with the? Do you know what I mean? It has that tone.
He's got that little soul patch,
Like he's
bit of
trying to
beard as
be a
well.
villain. Yeah.
He's got like his facial hair, it's barely there. Like he can't even do the full soul patch because he's got like very nothing hair.
Oh boy.
He's the opposite of tough, and Teal'c's big and tough.
Oh boy. There we go. Now we have motive. Thanks, Mrs.
And
Connors.
Mrs. Connors. Kitty cat.
Busybody. I had a busybody in my quad in Phoenix. Mrr.
Nicole.
Here we go.
Brace
I'm
yourself.
ready.
Brace
I'm
yourself.
so ready. Let's go. Jack looks really hot here as well. I don't know what something about the jumper. I'm into it.
Oh, he always looks hot. It's the sleeves like pulled up, like
Yeah.
haphazardly.
Yep.
That report. I thought it was going to be about her, and it's about him.
No, it's so this counterpoint is so funny.
I guess it is about her because she's late with it.
No, look,
So.
it's so good. Wait for it. There's no report.
Oh. You have seen this thing 13 times.
I've seen this scene at least like 100.
I see.
Me too.
I think I watched it the other day on TikTok.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Here we go.
Oh, can't you just imagine like the screaming internally in his head right now?
Do you think so? Do you think that's what's going on? I can't figure out what's going on inside that animated head.
Wait, I think that he's also her boss still, so that he's
True,
trying to keep a
yeah.
Doesn't
level
matter.
of-
You can't help.
of-
You can't help when you love someone.
Yeah, and yet you haven't said no was like I could feel something there. The delivery, the acting there was great.
Yeah.
Oof.
One day.
It's so funny because they're not talking about the big thing in the room that
Yes.
yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
And it's the size of a friggin' mastage.
Well said.
Jacob said Doug is a walking cliche.
Yeah, he is. Thank you. He's a walking cliche.
He's just
That's perfectly
missing
said.
the full grown in goatee. Yeah.
So I think Sam's concerns about having kids while serving on SG-1 sort of makes perfect sense because we've just had the traumatic events from Heroes where several parent-child relationships were almost devastated by combat, and then obviously we had Frasier. Then we've got
Which
Sam
one
essentially
was
becoming
just a teenager,
Cassie's
but yeah.
guardian
If
and
things
has
had been
that
different.
constant reminder of like military loss. Plus, she has her own experiences growing up as Jacob's daughter. Yeah.
Well, Jack just said it right there.
If things have been different, I wouldn't be here. Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
But what does
I'm
that mean?
obsessed.
What does it mean?
I'm obsessed.
But, like,
I
does
think
it
it means what
mean-
we think it means. It means what we think it
I
means,
think
Yvie.
so. I would
because-
I would agree with
Yes,
that
David.
statement. He would
It's
be
like-
elsewhere
yeah.
just to make it work with her. That's what he's saying.
Because like it likely refers to that, but that's how I always thought it as well.
Yeah.
But like some people were like, does it refer to, you know, his suicidal state from the original movie?
I mean, come on. Has anyone seen Divide and Conquer? Because I care about her a lot more than I'm supposed to. Big neon signs. We are waving you in, 747.
This is them feeding us that little bit,
Of course.
where they can.
Yeah.
So-
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
'cause they
many
know the Air
fans
Force
view
is
that
reading it.
scene as a turning point for Jack and Sam shippers because Carter goes directly to Jack about Pete's proposal and her uncertainties. And yeah, I mean, Sam's relationship with Pete, as we know, has generated a lot of mixed reactions in the fandom.
This gal is
And,
three fries short right now.
Some viewers finding it awkward to see such like an exceptional character with, you know, a regular guy rather than someone, you know, equally exceptionally extraordinary, you know,
Hey,
like Jack.
Look, we all can't be rocket scientists when we grow up.
Yeah.
A lot of this episode is character building.
It is.
I really forgot.
I would love that normally, but
The
for some
B
reason
plots
this time-
are more interesting to me than the A plot, to be perfectly frank.
Yeah. That's my problem. Is the A plot kind of sucks. The B plots are decent.
And if Peter DeLuise is watching, you want to, you know, not
Peter DeLuise,
amend that
I
at
love
all?
you, but we all have our moments.
He watches every episode of Dial the Gate. I don't know about WX, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I
does
think
he?
we're safe.
I
I
assume
think
he
we're safe.
knows about WX.
Oh, he definitely knows about WX.
Oh, well, hey, Peter.
I
if you're
want Peter
listening.
DeLuise to know that he has always been one of my favorite elements of the series. And you know,
Oh,
everyone
absolutely.
has, you know, not every episode can be a banger.
He's my
So-
favorite director.
I'm sure he would be willing to admit that. I think he's mature enough and
can't
experienced
be,
enough
yeah.
to know that not every episode is going to be a banger.
Well, Michael Shanks we just had on through a convention appearance on Follow the Yellow Gate Road, which just aired yesterday on
Yes.
Dial the Gate, and he specifically talks about the fact that no one liked Hathor. So, you know, the fact of the matter is that there were some that were clunkers, and he says that
I
in the
love
interview.
Sue Ann Braun, but not
That's
necessarily
the thing.
Hathor.
It was
Yeah.
it was how it was written. That's what
Yes.
she did what she could with a mediocre script. A great actor can elevate a poor script a little bit.
Yes.
Team effort, you know. You can't all be you need to all be kind of working. You can't have one person trying to revive something, but they can do their best and add something good to it.
Just floor it, dude. Violate those local regulations. Motel carpeting.
Has it got like the vibrating bed that Tilk loves?
Oh my god, that would be an excellent throwback if he got really excited and got on the bed and she was like, "What the hell's going on?" And he'd be like, "Don't look."
Have you got some
We
coins?
must find a new room. This bed does not take quarters. They really should have gone for it.
So the scene about to come up reveals that Tilk's symbiote pouch is missing.
That's right.
And
Production
it becomes
flub.
visible when he turns on the lights. So there's thoughts about whether it grew over or whether they just didn't put it in.
So we never see it again in the show?
I don't know if we never see it again, but we just don't see it in this
Interesting.
scene coming up. Yeah.
And is this the only time where they forget to paint out his belly button?
I've never noticed it at
I
any
don't
point.
actually know.
It looks like Weir's leather jacket.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it could be, yeah. Maybe
think
they
Tori- I
shop
think
at the
Tori wears it
same
better.
Shops.
Quite possibly.
Oh Christ, Sam. Just reject the poor man.
Just,
the only thing
read
that
between the lines,
sucks
Pete.
is Sam's holding on to a guy that she likes a lot, right?
Yeah.
But it's not going to compare to Jack. and
It's not
she's-
fair to Pete. Let's be honest.
No. It actually kind of bugs me, but I know why. I can see why she's doing it. She wants to have some happiness with someone because she can't have that with Jack, and unfortunately, he's the victim of this situation. So
Yeah.
Yes.
He's unfortunately in the way.
but
I think she
neither
loves
one's
him, but
perfect.
she's not in love with
does.
him. I don't think
Yeah,
she
I
is.
agree. I think she more loves the idea of him.
Yeah.
Where's that symbiote
But
pouch?
I don't think she's she's
Where's
just
that
not
symbiote pouch?
she's not meant for that kind of life.
And not everyone is. Oh,
No,
yeah.
absolutely.
Oh my gosh, it is going. Where's that
So
exploit?
what do
Just
you
get yourself a
think?
magic marker. I mean, crying out loud. That would have done it in that lighting.
I always had a kind of
Hello,
assumption,
boys.
actually, that maybe after the Tritonin, they like closed up his symbiote pouch.
Yeah, that's the theory. That's the
Yeah.
fan theory. But I think we're just covering for the fact that they didn't realize it was going to be visible and they
I'd
just
at least want a
didn't.
scar
Oh,
there.
it's all
Put
if
it
they ever
moist
seal
in
it up.
there.
Yeah.
He said he didn't do it.
It's good enough for you, isn't it? Yeah, because they've been to hell and back with Teal'c.
Hmm.
That's the thing.
Oh, yeah? What about another three-letter organization?
Mhm.
NID.
The
That's
NID?
what Michael Shanks called it in the behind the scenes.
Oh, he did.
Somebody asked him,
He did.
I
what
love
does
that,
Yeah,
the
what does
NID.
NID stand for? NID.
That's right. I assumed National Intelligence Division.
Yeah.
Actually, I had a question for you guys that I had written down for earlier in the episode, but it makes sense now.
Ready to answer.
How do you feel about the 80-year age gap between Teal'c and Krista?
Exactly. You know, it's interesting.
When you think about it, it's about
Actually,
80
I
years
have a solid
between
answer,
them.
but I want to hear what David has to say.
I mean, ew.
So,
So
what
I
I
owned a
will say-
ViewSonic product. And was anyone able to translate that ancient?
Yes, it says actual words are hard to decipher, so this will work.
that's hilarious. Yeah, for age gaps, I'm just going to repeat what I've said before, which is simply that I read a lot of books that have big age gaps between fae and vampires. So, you know, as
Oh,
long as they can-
vampires, yes.
yeah, as
Yep.
long as they can
Yep.
consent, you know, over the age of like 18, preferably, then I'm good.
Yeah, but
But-
that's fiction.
So Stargate.
Well, so is this, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, we're analyzing this on a much, more
Real life.
real life
Ew.
level.
Yeah,
Ew.
Yeah, ew, indeed. 80 years? So,
to be about 80. Mm.
oh boy, here we go.
Mm.
Now it's time to look for that hotel across the street or the apartment across the street and that pizza joint.
Oh, that's right, the pizza joint.
Uh-huh. Where's Agent Malcolm Barrett when you need it?
I do like Malcolm Barrett.
I do too. Good guy.
I like his character too.
I'm sorry, but like that was a silly way to be dead.
It's
Like, you saw the way
he's
his body-
totally
So the-
positioned.
I know. So the body outline tape is kind of something that modern investigators don't really use to prevent evidence contamination.
Yeah, it's a TV trope.
But it's a very popular, culture trope.
It's fun.
And the human outline probably makes like crime scenes more relatable too, I think, since like all animals have blood, but the distinctive shape makes it immediately recognizable as human.
Yeah. My dad did a weird trend once where he had a big toy, a cuddly toy he called Flat Eric. And he used
What would
to
he
just,
do with Flat Eric?
He'd put it on like the floor of the house in a random place, and then
Oh, I'm
put
sure he
masking tape
would.
around it, and then be
Oh,
like,
really?
and then I'd walk past it going, I guess Flat Eric died here. Sure, okay. And he
Did you
it
do any like
sometimes.
interesting positioning?
No,
Or
he
was it just on the
there.
floor?
Just on the floor.
Oh, see, if it was more creative, like a elf on the shelf kind of situation, that would have been funnier.
It was definitely fun walking in and going, okay, I guess that happened today.
That's
and then,
so
you know.
much better than my family's story of going to the bathroom to make a captain's log.
That's my kind of humor. I love it.
Mhm.
There's some stories there.
Oh, look at all that, is that
I love
spackle?
that.
Is that what it's called on the wall? They've filled in some holes.
Yeah, don't you guys call it
Yes.
polyphila?
I call it white stuff. I don't
Both.
really know.
I'm pretty sure it's polyphila.
I just call it the white stuff that fills the wall.
So you can get your
There you go.
deposit back.
I don't want to say it like that.
No,
Oh, dear.
there's a pizza place nearby. Here we go. Now that's the cop thinking like criminals. You never eat healthy. Yeah,
Yes.
that's it.
I want to eat like a criminal. Yum, yum.
Well, there's, I'm sure, a Sprouts within a mile from there now. Oh, here we go.
Oh, this is the coffee cup scene, isn't it?
I thought that
With
was in the next
Yes, it
episode,
is.
but I guess not. Yeah.
No, I think it's this scene.
Position 4, take the coffee cup.
You know what? I also thought that that was next episode.
So I don't recall, but if this were real, the coffee cup would get taken out before you hear the whiz of the bullet. So since I can't hear, you guys let me know.
This is true.
They were really good about doing that in like Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, but let's see. Let me know if they do that here. Please and thank you. He needs his polo back. This is not working.
Oh no, Daniel's hot in everything. Look at him.
Jeez.
He's so tasty.
No, I'm not completely
The white t-shirt. I'm in.
It's a little
convinced with this
frumpy.
outfit. Yeah, yeah. I
Frumpy?
think it's the way his pants are sitting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like his, yeah.
Maybe he needs some jeans. He needs some jeans.
The dude just needs a mustache to twirl.
Yeah.
This guy,
Oh, yeah.
I think he's Jennings, according to the credits.
Well, Jennings, is obviously a bad dude.
Absolutely.
Here we
Jacob
go.
said earlier that this was Pete's best scene because he's actually contributing to the episode, to the plot.
Absolutely.
Oh
Here we go.
no.
I'm
Here we
gonna
go.
listen. I'm gonna listen. Turn my volume up. Yeah, you're right. It was the exact same time it hit the cup.
Not realistic.
So I think unless you're looking to quit coffee, you really don't want to mess with the trust.
Yep.
No.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'll put you all full of holes. Those Caucasian males, man, they'll get you every time.
I do like that pizza too.
Damn white people.
White people.
I like saying that because I'm white. And sometimes, damn us. It reminds me, I don't know if you've seen, but there's that scene in New Girl where there's this little girl and she's like, a white man broke in today. And Schmidt goes, oh, a white man? What does security do about it? And she goes, nothing. And he goes, typical. And it's actually so funny. I'm going to send it to you later. It made me laugh a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely a production error.
Yeah. Yeah, because he doesn't know yet.
No.
Mm.
Well, what was happening here was Malachi was actually trying to get his wife back one more time, and so he re-triggered the time loop device on P4X639, and so things are a little out of whack. So, but that's actually, hasn't been revealed, but that's what's happening.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for clarifying that.
Oh, I'm here all day. Drops mic.
Drops mic. I love how they can't give Daniel eye contact because they're just that bad.
Yep.
They're so evil. They can't look you in the eye while they commit their crimes.
So this company, the building sign that said Westminster Tank and Boiler Co. is a real company, but it doesn't exist. But there's actually a 3-star Google review by a Stargate fan commenting on its use in this filming location. I just thought it was quite funny.
Wow. Well, you said it's a real company, but it doesn't exist. I don't think that those two can exist in the same, space-time.
No
Did you
longer
say
exists.
It isn't. Oh, so it
It
did
is a real
exist.
company, but it no longer exists.
Oh.
Yeah, it did exist. And so there was one fan who put like a 3-star Google review just because it's on Stargate.
Wow. Okay.
Amazing.
There you go.
And this is the same warehouse location that they use in season 10, Memento Mori.
Where they zat the metal
So
scaffolding.
silly. So silly.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
I haven't seen them use a zat that cool since they unlocked a safe with a zat gun. Here we go. I would love to know how much production would be charged to wrap a car. Let's get the Colorado Police Department tags on it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, my boyfriend had to get his car wrapped
recently.
recently, and that was spenny.
There you go. Yeah, it's not cheap. Doesn't this guy come back in 810?
I'm not
Yes, he does.
entirely
Yes,
sure.
he does.
He probably
Yeah.
does, yeah.
Yeah, he comes
Okay.
back with the
Oh,
symbiote poison.
our bald
Yeah.
friend?
Yes. The
Okay.
bald, the bald,
Both
and
of
then
them,
the
I believe.
Alkesh. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
His name is Hoskins.
yeah, it's both.
Hoskins. There you go.
Both Hoskins and him, I think, are both in the next one.
He's
In the
giving off
next time
a
they turn up.
So there's a
what's his face vibe from the Keanu Reeves films, the hotel guy. Anyway, he died recently.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Pew pew.
You really want Anubis to,
Oof.
come back to Earth, don't you?
Come get his
Yeah.
wife.
Also, like the guy is standing directly behind
Exactly.
Hoskins. Is that smart if he's going to
No.
be firing a weapon?
No, if he's that close, he'll go through her.
How will you know that?
He's got that gal at the computer ready to check his work.
Oh, she's got 3 monitors.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Fancy setup.
Yeah.
I can get through. I can have about 2 at once before my brain's overwhelmed.
Sure, I use 2 all the time.
Yeah.
Any more than that, I think I'd be a little bit overwhelmed.
Here we go. It's party time.
At the wrong end of town. Do they have Asgard transporters yet?
I think we're about to see.
Really?
We don't. No, we don't. I don't think we have them yet. Do we? Do we? No, we do. No, we do.
They're about to be. They're
Yeah,
about to.
they do.
Yeah,
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, because they're using Osiris's
Yeah.
Elkesh, the cloaked Elkesh.
And she had Anubis's technology,
My
and
brain
Anubis had
was
Thor's
taking
technology.
a hot
Yep.
minute.
It's all good.
Sam looks so cool there, though.
Don't look at me while I'm peeing.
Did you kind of
Eyes forward. Eyes forward, Krista.
Eyes forward.
Did she just get a big ass magnet and just go?
She sure did.
That's cool. I like that.
Here we go.
I'm not gonna lie. I always remember that guy who just said team 2 in position as like a hot military guy from this episode.
I thought it was Adam Baldwin for a second there.
He's quite handsome. He's got that cap thing going on, you know, like RDA. The cap's just hotter than the big helmet.
Think we're a little late.
I guess taking Daniel would have drawn too much attention to them because they wouldn't have stopped until they got him back.
Yeah.
That's an
There's
awesome
many
Dolly move.
ways.
I enjoyed that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's kind of interesting that the Elkesh has sort of bookmarked Sam and Pete's relationship milestones because Pete first appeared in Chimera when Osiris was actively using the ship, and then Sam and Pete become, physically intimate for the first time. And now in this episode, Pete proposes while the Trust escapes in that same cloaked vessel. I think there's sort of an irony in how this symbol of the alien and dangerous side of Sam's world keeps appearing during these real pivotal moments in her attempt at a normal civilian relationship.
Well, it's the thing that reinforces her inability to really settle in. We do have these aliens raining down hellfire upon us, and I do have to get out the umbrella for you.
That's a good point. Because I think nothing makes you crave normality like watching people teleport away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm quite sad that Sam's not gonna do the whole getting married and having a family thing, but everyone's life is different. Although the bum stroke, that was interesting. Yeah,
he copped a feel.
Yeah, he did. Who wouldn't? Oh dear. But yeah, I'm sad to
Aw.
see Sam not fulfilling that. But I mean, because you can see she kind of wants to, but the path she has chosen is just it's complicated.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So the sound of breaking glass demonstrates Teal'c's, I guess, the fact that his very few possessions are fragile
Mm-hmm.
and,
Where's the dead
symbolizes
plant?
his attempt at a normal life. It is the back of the car.
Oh, it was.
Mm-hmm. So there was a lot of question online about whether Krista should have faced legal consequences for Doug's death,
Yeah.
even in self-defense. But, you know,
Yeah, she would have gone through a court process for sure.
yeah, she would have.
Yeah. But I do think that it's all just a bit. It's kind of got the alien secret government stuff kind of lined in there. I guess they don't want to draw too much attention, so maybe they found a way to just give her a bit of a slap on the wrist and move on.
Yeah.
Maybe some bribery.
So there has been speculation as to whether or not they actually, did it in the bed. There's the plant right
See, there's
there.
our dead fern friend.
Got it. Do you guys think that they,
Yes.
They did it? Oh, yeah. I mean, you don't make out like that and then nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, that is quite sweet.
Symbol of
Aw.
slavery.
Well, yeah.
But they
False
don't know
gods.
that. He's reclaimed it as his own, but
There you
yeah, that's
go.
super awkward.
But Teal'c understands that he doesn't know that, so
course he
he's
doesn't.
just
Yeah.
associating it directly with Teal'c,
Put a
which is really
swastika
sweet.
on the other end.
Oh,
A sickle and hammer in the middle.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Now
Sorry.
that's a good look. Right
Oh my
there.
God.
Especially with the fan blowing in her face.
Yeah.
So, fans obviously had very mixed feelings about this episode, and many considered it a missed opportunity of sorts to explore more off-base Teal'c storylines,
Yeah.
since he excels when removed from the traditional sort of Jafar-focused plots. But some viewers still appreciated seeing both Sam and Teal'c in environments sort of outside their usual contexts, even if their
Yeah.
relationships felt awkward and unconventional, including Krista and Teal'c. And fans essentially agreed that a long-running series like Stargate really benefits from occasionally straying from established character conventions.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Lockwatcher
Sometimes,
says,
yeah.
"What kind of money do you use at a Jaffa casino?" Al
Oh.
cash.
Oh no,
That's
Very
that's
level. That
was
fantastic.
Thank you, Thank you, Lockwatcher.
Oof. Ah.
Uh-huh. That was Affinity. Thanks for sticking
It sure
around.
was.
Uh-huh. All right, guys. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go first.
I know what I'm gonna say, so yeah.
You know
I'm
what you're
looking
gonna say?
forward to it. Yeah, go ahead, David. Go ahead.
The guest performers were pretty solid. I
Yes.
think one of the things that I love about the show is that it's not just an off-world episode week after week after week. You do have this continuum, this through line of the show where Earth is their home, and there are things that go on there while they aren't there, including people growing older around them and having kids around them. And it makes you question just how badly you want to be part of that process and how much you're going to regret it if you don't when you're older.
Yes.
Still, it's a 3 for me.
Did you want to go, Nicole?
Yeah. This is a 2 for me.
Okay.
I really. Yes. You know what? There are elements of it that are compelling. I just don't like it. I just some episodes just don't hit, and this one for me, it's just Doug. I know that he's supposed to be annoying and unlikable. That was an insufferable part of the plot, and I don't know. It's just yeah. I don't really have anything to say except meh.
That's fair. I agree with you on Doug. He was definitely very two-dimensional and just too cartoonish,
Yeah,
I
kinda
guess. Yeah, he's a cartoon wearing apparently 2 jumpers and a vest. Anyway, I obviously like this episode for the one scene between Jack and Sam. So that
Ditto. That's where one chevron came from.
It's a good scene.
elevates it for me. And it's a very important plot point because it does lead to, threads and, the end of this season. I actually feel incredibly bad for Tilk because I'm assuming he loses a bit of his freedom again and he's going to be back living on base. I
It just
assume it's
doesn't
sort of
work.
one strike. Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
out. I feel very bad for him. But yeah, I'm going to give this one a 3 as well.
He can't help himself. He has to
No.
do the right thing.
And by
what
that,
they're
he
s-
stands out. And they
Right.
don't want that.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so they
Yeah.
can't just say, Teal'c, stop doing this, and he can say, okay. He knows that
No.
he can't stop.
And it's a
Um,
part of it's a core part of his being as well as a
Yeah.
part of his
See wrong, do something about it.
personality. He's not going to be able to just give that up,
That's right.
I guess. So, yeah, it's sad.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him.
Yeah, me too,
Poor Teal'c.
actually. That is very,
Yeah.
very sad.
Yeah.
So what are you giving this, Yvie?
3. 3. Yeah.
It's a
And
two
I
out of
love
five with
David
three.
DeLuise. I'm just not
Me too.
a huge fan of the utilization of the character.
Hey, look,
Yes.
some of his episodes are bangers for me. Like, I think Threshold is one of the greatest episodes I've ever seen, and he directed that. That was a masterpiece. So well done.
I
You
was
know,
talking
like-
about
Mm.
David DeLuise, not Peter DeLuise. I'm talking about
Yeah.
Pete
Oh,
Shanahan.
sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Pete. Oh my God, Pete. Oh my God.
Mhm.
Yeah. To be honest, this episode, I actually quite liked him in this one because I feel really bad for him, and I can see all the ways that he's really nice and patient. So
Yeah. Well, we got to see him in his element, I guess. So instead of
yeah,
instead
Instead
of
of
focusing
stalking.
on Sam, we kind of got to see him as a cop, which I thought was a good addition as well to this episode.
And
Yeah.
do you know
Yeah.
when I realized that Pete is probably just named for Peter DeLuise? Yesterday.
I assume from like the get-go.
Actually,
Peter.
Didn't
I've
occur to
only
me.
really thought about that right now. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
probably right. It probably is a homage to himself.
Yeah.
Damn, guys, the amount of like dissecting we do of this, it took you guys a while. That's hilarious.
I know, all of
Man.
21, 22 years. So,
Yeah, it's been a while. Most
all
of the
right,
time.
what does the crowd say? What does the
So-
crowd say?
Ding 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 ding. Okay, so we've got Anthony with it's a 4 for me. Stuart Miller, it's a 4 for me. Jed Ted with a 5. Okay. Jacob 3 chevrons. Starts interesting but falls apart along the way. Doug and Trust guys are painful to watch. I agree. We've got Gate Goonie in here, who's a fan of Stargate and the Goonies, saying their favorite episode is Mobius this season. I ditto. Lockwatcher, it's a 3. Pretty girls, avocado slinging. It's not all bad. Character building, not all that
What a
important.
slinging.
Yeah,
Sorry.
not all that important when they are one-offs. Did not further the story very much. Kind of a below decks episode. Yeah. And then we've got Raj with my rating for Affinity is 4 out of 7 chevrons. A good story
Mhm.
concept, could have been better. It would have been great to see Erica Durance appear in more Stargate episodes and to have Pete do more police things. And Dan Ben with a 2 out of 7. So
Rock and roll.
that was that episode.
So
was
that
Nick-
happened.
Yeah.
It was
So-
definitely an episode.
Now we're going to move
It's a
on to
truism.
a better episode that has long-standing impact and funsies in the franchise that I thoroughly enjoy.
The Hoffen drug.
Episodes and Franzis.
Look, the Hoffen drug is such an interesting element of the series, and I am looking forward to
Yes,
seeing
it's
how it came to be.
it's SGA's like Tritonum, like it's yeah.
I was honestly surprised at how quickly they went to this. When this came out, I was like,
I
we're
agree.
7 episodes in,
That's true.
and
Yeah.
you've developed something that kills them.
Took us 6 years to
Yeah.
get to the Tritonin. Took us 5 to get to the symbiote
Yep.
poison. So, yeah.
So rock and
Well,
roll.
maybe at this point, how many seasons had they been committed to for Atlantis? Maybe it's sort of more that they wanted to make sure that they'd covered off enough of the lore before, it could have been, inevitably cancelled. I don't know, because they didn't know straight off the bat that they had 5 seasons, did
I think
they?
they
No,
had faith
absolutely
though.
not.
I think they kind of
Yeah.
knew that they had something good going based on the longevity of SG-1
The
so far.
universe
But
was guaranteed
Maybe.
2 seasons out of the gate. If
Right.
season 1 had reached certain milestones, which it did, then it was an automatic backdoor renewal for season 2.
Right.
But let's go ahead and check
Yeah,
things
okay.
out and see, what happens over in yonder Pegasus
and
galaxy.
isn't this woman the woman from the Tritonin episode?
Yes.
In
Mhm.
X?
Yeah, she's
Correct.
really good at dying because of experimental drugs.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
So-
she's
what a
pro
weird flex.
experimental drugs in both episodes.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she is, yeah.
Hilarious.
And I've tried to
What
get
a
her on
way
the
to
show, and
What a typecast.
her agent said it's been too long. She doesn't feel comfortable coming on. And it's like, oh man.
Aw,
I love this character.
Her
I
role
love
was
She
this
could
character.
rewatch the episodes and
I think so, too.
It'd come back to memory, surely.
she plays beautiful characters in both. I really
Maybe I
love
should
and empathize
invite
with her. I'm looking
Paulie
forward to
on. Maybe she would do it if Paul McGillion came on.
it. Yeah. David's trying to think
Possibly,
of
yeah.
what bribery he can
Some
try
very
and do.
cute chemistry.
It worked
They
with
did.
Anna
They
and
were
Corin.
adorable.
My spidey senses are tingling. Alrighty.
You're seeing it live. David's process of how he
I am.
gets people.
Yes, this is what I do. I conspire
He just needs like a big,
with some
he needs a
actors to
white-
get other actors
big
to come on my
whiteboard.
show.
He's got like
Behind the
that big
scenes
whiteboard with
on
like all
Stargate.
of these
The
arrows. And if I
red
get
screws
this
in
person
with the
plus this
red,
person, it'll
yarn.
equal this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like connect the dots. Who can I get to get the other person in?
Please, for the love
I
of
love
God,
that.
let's start poisoning the well.
Yeah,
Alrighty,
let's go.
folks. Poisoning the well. Let's poison this thing together in 5, 4, 3. Welcome back to Wormhole Extremists. My name is David. I'm with Nicole
Hello.
and Yvie.
Hello.
And they really, really need a plumber down there. It's just leaky all over this
Damp.
place.
Very leaky.
Poisoning the well.
I don't know if-
Atlantis 107.
Yes. So I don't know if you guys saw, I thought it was kind of cool. In that opening aerial shot of the city, you could
Yep.
actually see the puddle jumper parked on the lawn in the bottom right-hand corner. I just thought it was a
That's
really
very
cool
cool.
Yeah.
little bit. So this is the only Stargate Atlantis episode where Mary Kaiser received a story by credit. I think it's Tellplay by Damien Kindler, story by Mary Kaiser. So I thought this was interesting, but Mary Kaiser is actually a retired NASA scientist who spent 30 years working on human system integration. So basically figuring out how to get
Damn.
humans and complex aerospace systems to work together. And writing was like a little side gig for her. And she dabbled in screenplays and teleplays before landing this Stargate gig. And she actually jokes now that since she got paid in Canadian dollars for this credit, she still doesn't know how much she earned for this episode.
Brilliant.
Mary
She's
Kaiser,
like, I still have no idea.
the chemist.
Yeah.
She
I
died
don't
in
know if she's a chemist.
2011.
Did she?
Yeah.
Are we sure?
Mary Agnes Kaiser was an American chemist, worked at DuPont de Nemours and Company, where she was the first woman promoted to senior research fellow, woman scientist of
I
distinction,
don't know if this
internationally
is
known.
the same person.
There's 2 Mary Kaisers who are chemists. This episode is all about
Right.
chemistry.
Well, that's very suitable then.
If it is a coinky dink, I'm gonna be really surprised.
Have you just typed this into Google, David?
No, I went to Wikipedia.
Oh yeah, I can't trust that either.
No, you can't.
Well, you know what, Nicole? Let me go to ChatGPT.
I don't trust that one either.
Okay,
all
then I'll
so
go to
they,
Grok.
Oh
These
God.
So these Hoff scenes were shot in the disused wing of the Riverview Sanitarium. So that was the same abandoned hospital used in Desperate Measures, Cure, and Icon, to name a few.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, it just screams insane people.
I'm pretty sure Mary Kaiser's still alive.
This is the thing. When I pointed out something to David the other day, a TV show, I think David put it into Google and had to like retry it like 3 or 4 times before it eventually came up with the right person. It kept giving him the wrong
Yeah, I mean,
information. So internet, man. Sometimes she's silly.
We put so much faith in it, but it's not always correct.
Yeah, this is the truth. I just thought that the
It's-
chemistry
yeah.
thing was rather poignant.
So it's
considering
Mary
this is an
Kay
episode about
Kaiser.
chemistry. Okay, so it's a different Mary Kaiser.
So Mary
Who
Kay
also
Kaiser is a retired NASA scientist and occasional author. She did a book called The Muse of Death Devil Hills, a historical fantasy ebook.
I was going to say, when you said chemist, I was like, she's not a chemist. Didn't Evie just say she worked with spec stuff? So,
Yeah, she worked
Interesting.
at
Good old space.
NASA
Wow.
and human space integration.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just looked up Mary Kaiser, author, Canada. and-
Research psychologist.
I mean, why not?
And oh my God, there's her phone number. Well,
Oh
you
my
know who
God.
I'm calling on Monday.
You should.
Research psychologist. Abso-friggin-lutely.
The Japanese title for this episode I thought was kind of cute because it's called The Serum of Hope, which,
Oh,
is almost tragically ironic when you consider how it turns out.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It wipes out an entire race of people.
Mm.
Well, 98% of them.
Isn't Underground the next episode as well?
Yes.
Hitting the ground running these
And
episodes.
then the
That's
storm,
exciting.
and then the eye.
Ooh,
Home.
there's some big ones coming
Home.
up.
Yeah.
And then Storm and I. Yeah.
So I think this whole episode is basically Shepard believing that it's better to ask forgiveness than permission because he volunteers the Atlantis crew to help out on Hoth, and he also volunteers Beckett's help without consulting him first. And this is the first time that Beckett has gone through the Stargate since his arrival in Atlantis.
There you go.
And the reference to Dr. McCoy is like a clear salute to the Star Trek character with a series-long dislike for transporters.
Oh,
I believe.
absolutely.
Yeah.
He was not crazy about it.
Amazing.
So Paul was in how many of the season 1 episodes? Wasn't he in like 17 or 18 out of 20?
Yeah, and he didn't even have like
He
main
wasn't.
character
Yeah, he
status.
wasn't main character yet.
Bull.
They
Yeah,
got
no,
to season 2 and they're like, well, I guess we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Only makes
He's
sense.
a
because
fantastic.
he's absolutely adorable.
Yeah.
I love the way his tone changes so fast when he sees her.
You can see the love hearts in his
Oh,
pupils.
absolutely.
So
His
this is
eyes just popped out
Alison
of his head.
Hossack.
Hey, girl, what your name is?
So
Alison Hossack.
as we kind of mentioned, we
I don't know.
mentioned before the episode, she played is it Xena Volk in
Xena
Cure,
Volk, yeah.
and both characters are obviously involved with dangerous medical treatments, and they develop romantic feelings for their co-characters. And both episodes were, I think, in part written by Damien Kindler. So
That's it. Yeah, I'm noticing a trend here. You know, she was first an
Yeah.
archaeologist who was participating in the drug. Then she was the designer of the drug. Now, if Alison Hossack comes back at some point in the future, the next thing she's going to have to be is the drug. So, can you tell us a little bit about this actor? We lost him the last few years.
Oh my goodness! I actually
Yeah.
didn't look him up. I am so sorry.
Oh,
I know. These
Druin
notes,
from Atlantis is played by actor Alan Scarf. And I
Alan
always wanted to interview
Scarf.
him, and I never even tried until he was gone. And it's
Oh.
one of those, his Stargate story is beyond the veil, can't reach it. We lost him last year.
Oh, so recently.
I know. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. How old was he when he passed?
I just closed out the window. Please stand by. My
Oh, no,
Firefox
that's
is
okay.
loading. So he 46 2024. So 2024 minus 19 46. Uh-oh.
That's quite young.
80s?
Oh no. And my timer reset, guys. I'm sorry. 702 plus 0. So that's the problem with this plugin. I can't advance the timer.
Okay.
So now I've screwed up the timer. Sorry, everybody. Is there a way
That's
to
my fault. I
advance the
asked
timer?
about
Yeah,
something
but
I
it's
I
couldn't
could
get
have
up
Googled
myself.
it, so
my fault for having
Ask
the
me next time.
preset. I'm going to fix that.
Okay.
You know, I'm just going to turn off the timer because it's wrong.
Well, let's just say he was fabulous in this episode.
He's
and
great.
It is a
He
damn
is. I love
shame
him.
that you weren't able to interview him.
I know.
Yeah. But you have been able to interview a lot of other actors.
I'm not
shortly before
complaining.
they've passed, which has been
I'm
fantastic.
just woeful.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Yeah.
The sad thing is that we're all, temporary. So, we're all just getting
Carbon.
on by. And David's doing a great job, trying to collect as many as he can, like
I'm
Pokemon.
trying.
So.
And also, happy anniversary to
thank
Dial the
you.
Game
Yes,
while
Dial
we
the
mention
Game.
Past
it.
Friday. Thank you.
Happy 5 years.
Thank you.
I technically said it to you before, but I'm saying it properly, officially on the
Thank you.
record.
I appreciate it.
On the record.
Yeah.
In the transcript. Oh, she's so excited about Farrell. And then Beckett goes and calls him this Farrell instead of just saying Farrell.
Does
which
that
sort of
register on
seems a
her
little bit
face?
dismissive.
Does she register that on her face?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, she does.
Because, she's clearly very passionate about what she does and, honoring her predecessor's legacy.
Look,
and then he
her
kind of just has a little slip of the tongue.
Oh, that this Farrell. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
she
Oh,
raises her
wow.
eyebrows. She looks a little bit upset.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But, she does move past it, so.
Doesn't she quote him?
I don't
Yes,
know.
later on in the episode,
Yes, she does.
quotes
At the
him.
very end,
Yeah.
she does. Yeah,
Look,
she
the
does.
scope of her knowledge is based on her university or wherever it was that she studied, and
Yep.
probably this building. So,
Mm.
she doesn't have the benefit of his, traveling, Earth and
His
doing
galactic
experience.
experience.
Yeah,
Intergalactic experience.
intergalactic experience.
Mm.
Well, too late.
So you think it's a classic meet cute over a petri dish of 150-year-old wraith remains?
There you go. I'm trying to remember if we get a look at this cell or not.
Yeah, I don't remember actually. Does he just look at it and to save money? He just goes, "Wow."
Yeah.
I think he's doing that. Look at that great acting. Look, don't even have to look at the thing. I believe it's there. Hmm.
I'm really sorry that she didn't keep on using her wearing her pin. I've got
Hold
one
on.
somewhere. Not that
I've got
big.
something to say, David. I've got something to say, right? She is wearing a very thick jumper with a jacket over. Do you hate that as well? Just like Doug?
No, there's no hoodie.
Oh my god, the hood.
Really?
That's what makes the difference.
Yeah, exactly.
My favorite character, Alan Wake, dresses like that. How dare you?
Well, that's CG, so. And I'm sure you can probably customize his clothing.
You can't in the first one where he looks exactly like that. So
Oh, there you go. That was Dean. And here we go.
Yep.
James Lafazanos.
Yes.
Stargate Atlantis is already building
But-
so very quickly on the stuff it started.
It
It's
really
pretty exciting.
is. So I kind of wonder, like, looking at this cell, is he kept in there 24/7, or does he get moved somewhere that actually has sleeping quarters and bathroom facilities?
He doesn't need a bathroom. He doesn't ingest food.
I guess.
I mean,
He
but
just
like,
ingests energy.
so here's the thing, right? There was that one
But there's no
episode in
bed.
season 2 where you
do
see
they
him
not sleep?
you see them eating steak, right?
They can
yeah.
do that.
So does he have
Oh
an
yeah.
anus?
Digestive
Yeah.
system.
I'm sure he
Okay, so
does.
can. Okay. I was gonna
Oh,
say
he
when
hadn't
you
named him
process,
yet. There we
you know.
go. Now he's Steve.
Hi Steve.
Yes.
That's it.
So the reviewer on Gate World said that the main comic relief in this episode comes from Steve, not because the Wraith himself is funny, but because they're calling this terrifying creature such an ordinary name,
Behind the
which
scenes
is
That's what I
nugget.
deliberately
do.
what he's doing.
When I
All
play
the
horror
Wraith
games,
had silly names,
silly names.
backstage because they had to designate
Yeah.
all of them. So
Yes,
Ter-
yeah, of
Terry,
course. Yeah, of
Ralph,
course.
yeah.
Otherwise, you'll have like Wraith number 1, Wraith
That's
number
it.
2. Yeah.
Too
Exactly
much.
right.
Yeah,
Or those cat's
I
eyes.
like to name any horror creatures I play against in games funny names to help me kind of overcome my fear a bit. So like a name I stole for the alien when I was playing Alien Isolation was Scoops because he has a little cute mouth that like scoops food.
There you go.
So
He does wear that leather though. That leather does not wear him.
he looks good.
So A fact about James Lofezanos, he was uncomfortable, playing this role for as long as he did. He was
Aw.
either kept isolated from the others, or no one really wanted to have anything to do with him under that makeup. So he just spent a
Really?
lot of time sitting around a lot in the makeup and not really
Oh,
socializing. So he
buddy.
wasn't. I really understand why he left when he did. He did his
Mm,
time for 2 years, and he was like, you
Yeah,
know what? You can find someone who looks enough like me. We don't all have to be
yeah.
exactly
that's
the same.
fair.
That's a
Um,
bit sad.
I
I
feel really, I want to sit down
I
and
want to
have
give
a
him a hug.
sandwich with him now. Yeah.
Yeah.
he's
Maybe
a good
because the
guy.
cast
He's very
were in the early,
introspective.
maybe because they were in the early days, they didn't feel like that
Um,
they weren't doing that whole thing yet. Because I know that
um,
other cast members in other shows definitely want to welcome new people,
the
but I don't know.
temperature of the
Mm,
Atlantis cast was a different one than the SG-1 cast.
right.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna leave it there.
Okay.
I've
There's a
always
reason
felt
they went through so many cast changes.
Yeah, the reason that the one of
Right.
the things that I love with SG-1 is that the reason I love it so much is that it always felt really warm and you could really feel the family
Feels
dynamics
like a
behind the
family.
screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. While Atlantis always had that little bit of coolness to it that I could kind of feel sometimes when watching because you see behind the scenes stuff and everyone just doesn't feel as close, but maybe that's just me,
Mm.
but you know, things happen.
Well, I was going to mention Taylor's point that this vaccine wouldn't need, I guess, herd immunity to work, but would be sort of an all or nothing scenario. So I think you'd need sort of intergalactic immunity, really. And then, even then, what's stopping the Wraith from just relocating to another galaxy to feed?
They don't
So I
have
think,
enough
like,
hyperdrive
the
power.
vaccine, I guess, but
That's
like
what
the
they can't
vaccine as a
reach Earth.
concept is as problematic as it is brilliant. Like, it's either a complete solution or it just pushes the
Mm.
problem elsewhere.
hmm
Lockwatch said a comment saying 77 years. Is that how old Alan Scarf was when he passed away?
I don't know. Well, I guess I can. I guess
Must
I
have
can know
been.
now.
Yeah, Lockwatch
So,
said that.
so I can type it. Yes, 70.
I
Yes.
think I consider that
Oh,
quite
that's not
young.
old. That's not
Yeah.
old, 77. Oh, they're
Like
going to use
Steve.
his own weapon to incapacitate him.
It's just rude. Just absolutely rude. I love it.
It's something poetic about it, really.
Yeah. His shoes. Look how snazzy his shoes are. I've just seen. Look at that
They're like
toe.
platforms, aren't they?
Yeah, and
No?
look at that toe. Look at that like square toe at the end.
hmm
Snazzy. What?
So these cell walls, these horizontal cell structures, they are thin styrofoam, and
Yeah.
like if you do like a karate chop, you will go right through them. They're just painted styrofoam that's got one of those edging machines that just make it look like
Yeah.
ice
Give it
or
texture.
rock to give it texture. Yeah, but I touched
I
that
keep
that wall, and boy, I was like, it like bounced just from my finger. It's like, okay, very
Oh,
good. We're staying away from that.
every time we see those prison walls, I always stare at them really closely. And to me, I can't tell that it's made of styrofoam. I think they did a very good
It's
job.
paint and
Yeah.
and talent. Can you imagine looking at that kind of a screen after having nothing but books?
Mm.
Like you'd be reaching out and wanting to ping it with your finger.
Mm.
Give it a go.
Oh.
He's like a teddy
I'm not even
bear.
gonna try to do a
He
Scottish accent.
is.
Yeah.
I don't think the character would have been as adorable without the Scottish accent.
Nah, the Scottish accent made
I
him
think it
like
makes
so
it.
endearing.
Yeah.
What I will say is that I can't do Scottish, but I can try to do Shrek, and that's like the best I can do. Because
Shrek.
my boyfriend likes to come in while I'm playing a game when I'm like doing side quests, and he goes, "Quest? I'm already on a quest." And he comes in and says that like every day.
Oh gosh.
And that's about the only thing I can do, other than like just the usual Shrek things.
I have to remember at this point they're cut off from Earth, so there's a little bit of
I would take Shrek
Yes.
with me if they like
homesickness.
you can only bring like a handful of things with you. I'd bring Shrek, like Shrek 2 specifically, or
So,
like a 1 or 2 bundle.
yeah, I like the first two. So
Yeah.
the reviewer on Gate World sort of pointed out how this montage, particularly between Carson and Perna, is quite long, and it also doesn't indicate how long they've been working on this research for.
The
You know, it's
episode
kind of
probably ran
unclear.
short.
Is it weeks? Is it months?
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's one of the things that they always try to keep elastic and vague, in case things have to come up later where they
That's
need
true. Yeah, be a bit more
flexibility of
flexible.
time.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, David, you wrote an article on The Companion about this episode.
I
And I
did.
think you said that this episode mirrors real medical history. So just like Farrell Milan in this episode becomes a celebrated researcher for his anti-wraith work, Robert Koch gained fame for identifying anthrax and won the Nobel Prize in 1905. And there's
That's
a
right.
few connections there. Yeah.
David, I've got a silly question for you. Just
Silly answer coming
I
up.
have to answer it now. No, just how do you find comparatively writing something compared to just doing it on screen like you usually do?
It's a pain in the ass.
Writing's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Because I agree. Yeah, I find it
Darren is
hard.
the
You have no
writer.
freedom. Yeah.
Darren's the writer. I'm the video producer.
Yeah, I need the freedom to discuss. I find words on paper too restricting. Cool.
Okay,
was it.
so I'm
That was it.
I'm the
Just
only
curious.
one of the three of us who's the other way
Yeah,
around.
yeah, you are.
That's why you're perfect for us. You
exactly
balance
right.
us out.
They're so pleased with themselves. Look at their faces.
I know.
That is a lot of
They're just
encyclopedias behind them there.
beaming.
51 booming volumes replicated 15 or 16 times.
Carson's beaming for just a few seconds until it
Yep.
hits him about what they're planning to do.
Victory at all costs.
Yeah. Excuse me?
You guys were so preoccupied with whether or not you could, you didn't stop to think if you should.
I love how our girl's sporting a brooch there.
Yeah.
You're a brooch lady. You love brooches.
Oh, I'm currently wearing a brooch.
Yeah.
I have to wear one with
I
all
always
my
thought
outfits.
of brooches as like an old lady thing, but every time I
Oh,
interact with you,
no.
now hold on, there's a compliment in there, right? When I hang out with you, I've realized how like snazzy and fun they can actually be. Like for
Yeah.
everyone.
I have like 30.
I know.
The collection
I
is
see so
only
many.
growing.
Are we just supposed to ignore the fact that this office is going to change shape between seasons?
Yes.
As is, I suppose, the
You
puddle
weren't
jumper
supposed
that
to
Shepard is
notice.
flying in, too. So,
Yeah.
at least the interior. Yeah.
So
This
Tori
is
actually
the scene from this episode. That I love this scene. Are we really going to do this?
Tori made a comment about this scene in an interview because Weir ultimately has to abandon her Earth-based ethics because you sort of suddenly realize this is a different world. So you have like a different set of values. And I think,
Yeah.
David, you pointed out in your article how this highlights the clash between traditional Earth ethics and the Pegasus galaxy like survival realities.
Well, I mean, they pointed out if the Wraith had been at the Geneva Convention, they would have tried to eat everybody there.
Yep.
So it doesn't work.
Yeah, that you can't have any peace with the Wraith. There's like no potential for it.
Not
Well,
in not in their current state.
No.
No.
We are
Well,
their cattle. And it's
Shepard
not
keeps
their fault.
justifying, like Shepard keeps justifying the experiments by saying Steve is going to die anyway, and I think that's some pretty like circular
gonna die 'cause they
logic.
kept
Like
him
Steve
captive.
isn't terminally ill; he's literally starving to death because
Yeah.
they're choosing not to feed him, and I think they're withholding that like the withholding of sustenance, and then using his resulting condition as moral justification for experimenting on him is kind of dicey. And I think this ethical sleight of hand sort of makes their actions seem more defensible than they actually are.
Yeah. I love this. Hi, Steve. And then Ford says, bye, Steve.
Yes.
Oh, we can get you a person. If you don't mind what he's been drinking lately.
Medicine.
That makeup, though. Man, oh, man.
The high cheekbones, the gills. It's a look.
Guys, I'm having such a good time. I'm finding it hard to speak.
We're so invested in the story.
It's a good damn
Yeah,
episode.
it is a good episode.
I'm trying to remember when he says, "Hi, Steve, bye, Steve." I guess he didn't. Or is that later?
I don't remember.
It must be later. It must be on the.
Or was
on
it
the-
was it
Yeah, 'cause he's
was
not
it
dying
earlier
now.
when he
Was it
shot
earlier?
him? It might have been earlier when he
Oh,
shot him because
sorry,
they
guys.
opened the cage and
Yeah,
then
I
he
can't
shot
hear.
him.
That's right. Yep. Okay, I missed it. Sorry, folks.
We're doing a lot of discussing.
Look at him. Look at his smug
He's
expression.
so excited to get a snack. That's me on the way to getting
He's
donuts.
really excited to be fed.
Me on the way to getting
Yeah.
waffles with syrup.
Yeah. Oh, yum.
Waffles.
Yeah, I've been having
Actually-
a bit of a weekend, and so we had to like reorganize a bunch of stuff in my house, and I was like, I deserve Krispy Kremes. I deserve them now.
You have
so
Krispy
we went for
Kremes?
Krispy Kremes. Yeah, of course we do.
What do you mean? Of course you do.
That's the
We
best
have
donut in the
Krispy Kreme
world.
too.
Yeah, they're a staple
But
across
only-
the Atlantic. They're so damn good.
Only as of recently in my state,
Oh, we've
like
had
the
them
last couple
forever.
of years.
Wow.
I had them as a kid.
There you go. Oh yeah, this guy's going.
Yeah.
Diet
Yeah.
Nathan Fillion.
He does look like
He
Nathan Fillion.
does.
Yeah.
He does. It's the hair as well, and like
It
the
is, and the
something
nose.
about the posture.
His
So
jaw.
I guess I have to ask you guys the obvious question: if you were terminally ill, would you volunteer for something like this?
Yes.
Because like it's
Yeah.
not a guaranteed death sentence, but there's definitely, risk involved.
I literally, if I'm gonna die, now this is the thing, right? Death sucks, but it is inevitable, right? And
Yes.
so it's like if I was on death's door and someone said to me, "Oh, I want you to be an organ donor," like immediately to these people, I'd be like, "Oh, sign me up, let's go." It needs to be done
Yes.
now. Sure, I'm
Yes.
dying anyway, so
Yeah.
I think
mean-
I think you kind of rather face an unknown outcome when you're contributing to something bigger than take your chances with the certainty of illness.
Yeah.
yeah. I think it's important to feel like like what he's saying, like a community, like
Well,
helping
we
others.
Yeah.
have lost our civic responsibility in the modern era largely. I mean, you guys know with the Fukushima disaster.
Yes.
I mean, the veteran corps of retirees in Japan, if they were over 60 years old, they willingly volunteered to do cleanup tasks to protect the younger generations.
Oh,
That's
wow.
what you do
Yeah.
as a
Yeah.
civilization.
Yeah.
That's what you should.
Well, yeah,
do.
it kind of reminds me of like Chernobyl when the amount of people that were needed, they were told like, oh yeah, you're the only ones that can go in and do that. Even though they were perfectly healthy, and they were like, if you don't do it, millions are gonna die. And then they went and did
Yeah.
it for their people. It's just, it's really brave, and I really respect people who are able to do that. And I'd like to think
It's very
that-
noble.
that if I needed to do something like that, I would. So fingers crossed, I don't
Yeah.
have to, but
That was the Farrell quote that you mentioned earlier, David.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Look, we get where you're coming from, but still. But at the same time, we can't because
Yeah,
we have
I see
lived
both
that.
points of
Yeah.
view are valid.
That's what makes it so interesting.
Yeah.
it.
Okay, so there is a continuity issue with Meryl's shirt throughout this scene.
Uh-oh.
It keeps switching between unbuttoned and button from shot to shot, like it's really obvious.
I'm waiting. Hey, look. Not many alive people want to be.
So
fed
his
on
shirt
that.
is open, like he's opened it.
Yeah.
So what's actually happening here, Evie, is this isn't in real time. What they've
Oh,
done in
okay.
the editing room is they've stitched two separate shots together that were
See, it's
probably shot
closed?
within
Yeah,
an
yeah,
hour of each other. And so what you're seeing is the shot interlaced back and forth in
Open?
terms of preference for other things that are happening during this scene. So while this is going on, they're having this meaningful dialogue, and at the same time, he's just kind of standing there waiting, and but when they
He's
stitch it
playing
back
with his
and
buttons.
forth,
Right.
and then
It's closed again.
And you know what? He
Diet-
could be opening and
Diet
closing
Nathan
it. You never
Fillion
know.
can come forward and enter
He's
the
just
room.
fiddling.
So, yeah,
So this
there
is
you
not
go.
a
He
window
could
of
be that.
opportunity thing.
Brilliant. Yeah, you don't. Don't.
And
have to do it.
also, like, I don't know if this is intentional at all, but the fact that he's got a blanket draped around his shoulders, I think kind of gives him an almost cape-like appearance, like
He's
for someone
cold.
potentially making the ultimate sacrifice for somebody's or for his people's future. I think there's like a
Yeah.
bit of a heroic visual thing happening there.
And now it's really closed.
David's really fixating on that.
He's just been a jerk.
He is
Yep.
being a jerk.
There we go.
David, you're a jerk.
Jerkosaurus.
Whatever, man. I say, I still think that it would have been far scarier if they were actually eating people. That's all I'm saying.
Right? I agree that the hand snack is like okay.
This is hand snack.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
say a hand snack?
A hand snack, yeah.
I love that. Ooh.
Oof.
Snack denied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sensed it. He was like, nah, mate, not for me. That's going to make my tummy sad.
Yeah.
I'm gluten-free now.
Gluten-free.
Yeah.
Ooh, we
Well,
have
it
some
I
works.
haven't
here.
commented, but Taylor's hair's like on fire this episode. Like, it's
Yeah, I noticed
great.
that too. It's a good wig.
Good
Yeah,
wig.
it's a solid wig.
that they're already celebrating. Guys, chill. Like, this is what happened. They're overeager and then they will get themselves killed. Like, honestly, guys,
Well, once the Wraith hear about this,
they're gonna get decimated.
they're not gonna exist.
Yeah, exactly.
And they just don't see. It's first order thinking. They're not gonna be like, oh, you know what, we'll just leave you alone. No, they will wipe you out from orbit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Do you have tunnels deep enough to hide yourselves in as well as your books?
Yes, you should listen to Beckett.
They're gonna drive themselves right off a cliff.
You got a tummy ache.
I think it's a little bit more than that.
Also, another kind of production issue coming up. When he collapses, his coat opens to reveal basically just human skin.
Brilliant.
And also in the scene after where he's on the examination table, you can see him breathing and swallowing, which he's doing because he's obviously a real person who's actually alive performing.
Dang it, you stole it from me.
Here's the thing, you just got to beat David at his own game.
There you go. You go sleepy sleep.
We're gonna help you, are we?
You can't help him.
Mm.
Yeah. There you go.
He should have recorded this and given it to Weir, being like, "Look, see this. This is what we're talking about."
That was genuine.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah, he's breathing there. Ah, James, how dare you breathe?
How dare you
How dare you
breathe?
be alive?
You can actually go on YouTube and see how they are still for as long as they are. They pre-breathe air, just like Corrin does before he swims to realign the
Impressive scene.
Yes.
gold mothership systems. You can sit still for almost like a minute if you know what you're doing. The serum kills them.
Yeah.
Mm. Yep.
It makes them really souped up
Yeah.
if you use it enough.
Slows down the death so that they can enjoy their snack for longer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that to my food. Like, I wish I could have a donut that, like, gets
Like a
bigger.
really tasty snack.
Yeah,
Gives you
or like
good
a really
calories rather
good
than empty
donut.
calories.
Right? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what exactly. Just want a good donut. You know what? I need a donut. Someone give me a donut.
I had a really good donut the other day. It was like organic and gluten-free. It sounds like it doesn't taste like much, but they're actually incredible.
They're getting better at making the flavor for gluten-free stuff good. So yeah,
They're
fully agree with that.
amazing. Yeah, they're like spongy and they have like the cinnamon sugar and they're kind of crunchy. So good.
This
You've
guy.
been fighting these people for how long?
No, my friend. No, my
You
friend.
silly. You stupid. Look what said Yvie. Spoilers. Real person? Can you believe it?
That's funny.
I'm sorry. I've ruined it for everybody.
Logwatch is actually that stalker lady from Friends that thinks that Dr. Drake Ramore is a real person.
Oh, Brooke Shields' character.
Yeah. Yes.
This is one of Atlantis's better moral conundrum episodes.
Oh, for sure.
It's right up there
there's a
with
few.
Michael.
Yeah.
I loved Michael so much.
Yeah, with the preemptive strike in the season 3 finale. There's just some good
First strike,
storytelling.
yeah.
First strike, thank you.
Yep.
There's just some good storytelling all around in these.
I really love all the moral conundrums, and I think Michael will forever be like my favorite enemy in this show, and just my favorite.
Oh yeah,
like,
100%.
one of my,
I
think my favorite guest star. I think he's fantastic.
I just think they keep him in the show a little bit too long. Like it's almost like an Apophis kind of thing. But I do like the character.
And like everything that Atlantis deals with afterwards is direct result of them, opening that box.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which I think is a little much, but Yep. Well, he was dying. So.
He was, yeah. Yeah. So I guess they don't have like the FDA on Hoth, right?
Nah, hasn't made it that far out there yet. Postal Service is kind of slow. Don't they eventually find out that a third of them die as a result of feeding?
Yeah.
So a third of them are willing to sacrifice themselves.
I don't know if it's a third. It's it's
a
pretty
lot.
close though. It's a lot. They do a census.
Yeah, they vote. It's a democratic vote.
Yep, correct. Yeah.
That's democracy for you.
Don't
We
you
have
think, like,
voted
for
that
a-
you may die.
So for a seemingly patient planet that's been kind of diligently working on
really
this
rushing
vaccine
it.
for 150 years, they're really in a rush to
They
cross
have
the
not
finishing
done
line.
their due diligence, and it's quite frustrating. I will say that in terms of the plot, I do think that this is a weaker point because I don't believe that they would honestly be so quick to jump into this.
But they do have
And
reason
also,
to. They
do
just
they
don't know
have-
it because
Yeah.
they've
Do
woken
they
them all
have
up.
any other? Do they have any other like defensive strategies? Do they just put all their eggs in this one vaccine basket? Because if the vaccine fails, then they don't really seem to have a plan B, do they?
Their knowledge is the only weapon that they have.
Yeah.
Anthony said it starts at 50% and reduces to 30% after Carson goes with it.
Correct.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
that's it. Yeah.
Wow, he saves 20% of the people. And
He
then
does,
anyone
yeah.
who's born after would be immune. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm watching Call the Midwife.
My man loves that show.
My folks love it.
So the symptoms shown in this episode, like the respiratory failure and the high mortality rates, do actually closely match pulmonary anthrax, which I think, David, you might have addressed in your article. And also, there's kind of an interesting linguistic connection as well, because Perna's name might not be coincidental.
Arbitrary?
Since the Finnish word for anthrax is Pernaruto, which literally translates to spleen plague. And I apologize if I've completely just brutalized that Finnish word.
The Finns forgive you.
Oh, thank you. Very kind and generous people. The weak half.
Oof.
Ugh.
They have existed for centuries with
Mm.
a threat from space that we cannot
Yeah.
comprehend.
Yeah.
It will have evolved their culture to such a degree that
It's worth it. The death.
Machiavellianism is just the reality
Yeah.
Yeah.
of the situation. And
Yeah.
I
I
don't think
respect-
Shepard has a right
No.
to to share his
Perspective?
repulsion of
Yeah.
this when
Yeah.
he's been fat and sassy on Earth.
Mm.
And the
That's
worst
true.
thing that he's had to deal with are a few cave-dwelling Taliban.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have my own like moral quandaries with what they've done. And I feel like the rush seems silly based on how patient they've been so far. But
Yes.
I do understand and appreciate how dire things have to be for them to
Oh,
have
this
pushed
is
it far.
completely hideous. I'm just illustrating
Yeah.
the other perspective.
Yeah, no. And,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I completely get
There's no
th-
Hoffman on
their
the call
angle.
to speak for them. So
No, exactly. And I completely get it. I completely get why they've done it, and I understand that like it's the best they've got in the worst situation.
here's the thing.
Yeah.
The thing that I think I find hardest to swallow about this story is, with everything that's been set up so far about them, about the Hoffmans, you think that they know
Yes.
their enemy rather well.
Yes.
They know enough to bury their information deep beneath the surface. Oh,
Yeah.
here goes Perna. But they think
Oh.
that they've made a huge tactical error in thinking that the Wraith are just going to walk away. And the
Mhm.
only way that this works is if they think that.
Yes.
Otherwise, it wouldn't be a thing. So, because they would have to be slow about it, they would have to get in touch with every single one of their allies and secretly share it with them, and then have them all take it at once after they've made sure that it's going to do what it's going to do, because only then would the Wraith just have no choice but to, I mean, they wouldn't be getting through with wiping out the entire galaxy of humans before they were all dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the only way that this would work. And this is a heart-wrenching scene.
I
Well,
love it.
Paul McGillian actually spoke really highly of working with the director Brad Turner on this particular scene. He really praised Brad's collaborative approach in helping the actors develop their performances and his deep understanding of the storytelling.
Yeah.
And I think I really feel for Beckett here because
Yeah.
he lent his expertise to this people. They completely ignored his medical advice about proper testing. And now he's basically partially responsible for what could be the deaths of half their population. Like the bitter irony is that a typical Wraith culling probably might not have taken out nearly as many lives.
No, exactly. Even in this period.
Yeah.
I suspect the Wraith do have some kind of percentage that they operate on in terms of the growth
probably
of the
do.
society. So they probably have like orders to only gather up 5 or 10% of a population in any given culling,
to let
because
them
they know that
Yeah.
they have to let them procreate in order for their process to work. They're not stupid.
That's
They
true.
can't take
Yeah.
everyone. There we go.
There's the census results.
So 4%, so 2% of the population or a little less
said
are going
everyone,
to
but,
die
like,
against
such a huge-
against their choice.
Such a huge percentage doesn't vote on things, but I'd like to think that everyone got a vote in for this.
I suspect everyone voted on this.
Yeah.
You're voting on life and death. You would vote
Yeah.
on this, Nicole.
Yeah, I'd like to think so.
There you go. That's
It should
Shepard's
be the way.
line is the answer right there. It's been
So I
good
think we
knowing you.
find
You're
out-
not going to be here when we come back, and they're
Yeah,
not.
well, the Kindred Part 1, I think it's revealed that the Wraith wipe out almost half the population of Hoth when
we
they
see
learn about
the
drug.
we see the establishing shot updated. It's a ruin.
Yeah. Yeah, and I
Victory at all
think when
costs.
when Shepard's team returned to the planet, they discover that only apparent survivors, like mostly apparent survivors, were children scavenging for food in the ruins of the capital city.
Yeah, I remember that.
And that's if those kids are from that planet.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's true.
I'm sure that the whole they don't get cars when they turn 16. I'm sure a few of them, on different planets get a few addresses to go and hang out at pubs across across the other end of that sector of the galaxy. So that was poisoning the well.
That episode bummed me out.
Well,
in a
stop.
good way.
Yeah.
Just stop.
Just stop it. Just
stop it. You're sad? Stop. I love that.
Yeah, it is a bit of a moral conundrum. And it's difficult to watch, but it's an important message.
Yeah, and the Hoffen drug is going to really impact this for the rest of the series, which is
Absolutely.
Great.
So,
Who wants to
gang,
go first?
I went first last time. I guess I'll go.
I can go first this time.
Okay.
Mix it up. Unless Yvie wants to go first. Yvie doesn't go first often, so.
I don't go first often. Okay, how about I dip my toes into the water and I'll go
ahead.
I'll go first.
The water's
okay.
good.
So I think this is a very well-written episode.
Yeah.
I think it is well-directed. I think it's very important to the future of the series, even though it has come quite, I guess, early on, as we kind of touched on before. We're only a few episodes into the series, and we're hit with this massively important episode. I enjoyed Perna. I thought she did a great job. It was nice seeing her again, even though the characters are scarily familiar. She didn't learn from the first time around. She had to make the same mistake again. I think I'm going to give this episode, oh God, I'm torn between a 5 and a 6. I think a 5. Yeah, I think a 5.
That's fair.
I'm going to work backwards then. I am also sitting at a 5. It's such an important episode. It starts a lot of stuff. And I'm really excited for all the offshoot kind of stories and info we get along the way. Every time the Hoffen drug pops up, I'm always like, oh, my ears, I'm listening. Let's go. I think it's really strong and it's really sad. It kind of hits all the beats. It's incredibly exciting. I did think it was a bit early to be doing it, like David said, but I think it's a damn good time. So definitely a 5.
Well, we've got a trend happening here because I too agree that it's a 5 as well. It's almost a 6, but it's not quite.
Yeah.
Well, I was just sort of looking at like other episodes. I don't know whether we should do this or just consider each episode on its own merits. But I was just thinking about other episodes in the series and thinking, I think they're probably more of a 6 or a 7. So that's where I fell on the 5 as well. Yeah.
You compare them against each other. You compare them against the season. You compare them against the franchise.
Yeah.
I tend to scale mine based on the quality of the episode against the entire franchise.
Yeah, same.
Otherwise, this would probably be a 7, frankly. The idea of when is too far really gets played with pretty excellently here, because we're left with a situation that we can't even remotely comprehend. And the fact of the matter is, if we were in their situation, absolutely, we would 99% be doing the exact same thing. Because if that is what your culture has worked to create for hundreds of years, are you just going to tell me that they're just going to give it up? Say, it's all right. We'll figure something else out. No, you guys have been in the galaxy for 20 minutes. Screw you.
That's true.
It's great
Don't
sci-fi.
tell us what to do. Who
Yeah.
cares forever?
Yeah. Go back through that Stargate with your head held high.
World.
If we cannot get this to work, we are willing to die.
Yeah.
There are certain principles that I have that I am willing to die for.
I mean,
not everyone is willing to say that. But there are certain principles that a lot of people are just willing to pout for. But I am willing to die for certain principles, and I can agree. Well, it might be a good intellectual exercise for you, because the fact of the matter is, on a certain level, I get where they're coming from.
Yeah.
But the
yeah.
fact of the matter is that they have been imprisoned on this world with the jailer occasionally opening up the cell to scoop a couple of them out for so long that they know no other way. And they've all gone insane.
Yeah.
And
It's a lot
the
of trauma,
Pegasus
lot
Galaxy
of
is
stuff.
full of traumatized people in a very different way than the Goa'uld.
Yeah, the Gould is enslavement. It's like you're
Yeah.
They
it's
just
kind of
demand
different because
worship and hosts.
yeah,
I
they're
think
well, they
the
don't
enslaved,
race
but
is
just.
scarier to me.
Yeah.
there's some hope there. There's not a lot of hope there, and it's kind of all they know. But
Mhm.
then like Stargate injects some hope in. But with Atlantis, they've come to a place with like no hope. And even with them there, they're not even able to really do anything to make things better, like with SG-1, where they just kill off gods left and right.
This place,
So,
if you
yeah.
die of old age, they sing about you.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't
ring
happen.
ceremony.
The ring ceremony.
Yeah. Yeah. So before we dive into everyone else's ratings, Yuris Tosh said, "Nice shirt, David." So start.
Yes. It is a good
Carrying
shirt.
on. It is a good shirt.
24
Anthony.
friggin' bucks. It better be a good shirt.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Anthony, this
Mother.
one is a 5 for me. Jacob, 5 chevrons, solid and important episodes. Stuart Miller, 5 chevrons. Gate Goonie said definitely a 5 for me. Lockwater, this is a 6. This is one of those episodes that made Atlantis shine. Great story and a great setup for future episodes. Felt like they broke the prime directive in Star Trek. Yes. Jed Ted, 6 chevrons. Urias Tosh, 5 chevrons. Pretty gnarly, but not a masterpiece. It's pretty good. That's a pretty good rating, to be honest. I think that's pretty good. Dan Ben, 3 out of 7. And Raj Luthra, Poisoning the Well is a 5 out of 7. An interesting moral and ethics story. I'm surprised they did not mention if the Atlanteans did or didn't look into a drug to stop the Wraith in some way. Yeah, I wonder if it was firepower based or something. I don't really know what the Atlanteans were thinking. And Homo Erpel went 4.2 halvesies, therefore it is 4 chevrons.
It is a 4. That's right. Urias Tosh says, I love democracy. Sheev Palpatine.
Oh, dear.
Alrighty, gang.
Wow. Was an episode.
Yeah. I'm going to be out of town next weekend, but I should be able to do the show remotely. I'll just pull over and sit down and do the show because I don't want to skip. We've skipped a lot lately.
Okay.
So we'll see how good the
only if
connection
that
is on
works
cell
for
phone.
you.
Oh, I
Okay.
will find a way to make it work.
I'm good for the
Okay.
next few weeks. I need to double check with. So Jeff Golka's coming to stay with me for a while. But the 19th he's visiting a friend for a little bit. But the 26th I should be around, but I'll let you guys know what Jeff is
Okay.
feeling because obviously he's my house guest.
can
doesn't make him do
participate.
anything. I know, but maybe he doesn't. Maybe he just can't be up. Maybe he just wants to sleep and chill out and play games or go out and do something than do Stargate. But
Well, the first one you can be with us, and the other 2 you can
Yeah.
be with him. So depending on what he wants to do, yeah.
yes, so I will speak to Jeff about it.
I
But
suspect
yeah,
at that point he'll be there that long. He's probably not going to want to sleep at 8 o'clock in the evening. But we'll see.
Yeah, the clocks I think are going to change as well soon, aren't they? That's going to be fun. We do a change.
I don't know. November?
Evie doesn't, but yeah. So it's early
I think I'm
November.
changing.
It's early November.
Yeah,
We'll need daylight savings for
yeah.
standard.
Just want to incorporate that because I'm going to go back to 8 p.m. our time.
Yeah.
Because I'm currently at 9 p.m. in the UK. So just thought I'd mention that.
Yep.
So
for
yes,
sure.
we'll be changing to match Evie because Evie doesn't change times. They don't get daylight savings
That's
in her
right.
corner of the world. So
That's it.
Well, they do, but not in my state.
that's what I mean. Your corner,
Yeah.
your
The
odd
corner
one out.
of Australia. So
Yes.
Australia has such odd, things going on. The Northern Territory.
Yes,
do they even
correct.
do they even take part in your electoral process? Or I mean, there's something going
Yeah.
weird there. I forget what it is.
David doesn't comprehend
Don't they
Australia.
throw all their votes in a drawer or something? Like it doesn't really count for anything.
I don't know.
There's something
They
about the
don't
Northern
use
the
a ballot
Territory.
Northern
box.
Territory
They use a
one.
Yeah.
kangaroo pouch instead of the.
Kangaroo
Yes,
pouch.
absolutely.
I love that idea.
So
Oh, that's really
They
cute.
deliver it by kangaroo, not
exactly.
pigeon.
I've been told to
Yeah.
never go to Queensland because apparently Queenslanders are just pricks. So
I've been to Queensland. I just wouldn't go there all that often or for that long because it's just so hot. It's humid and I hate humidity. But it is
okay.
very pretty.
Surfers
And
Paradise.
no, I wouldn't say yeah. And Brisbane. I'd say it's it's a lovely place if you don't mind sweating.
Okay, so they're not all madder than cut snakes up there.
No,
No, not that I
unfortunately,
know
there are pricks
about.
everywhere. So
This is
maybe
true.
maybe you've heard from people.
But
Who've had a
maybe
bad
more in
time.
like the rural areas. I'm not sure. I've just been to like the
Yeah.
main parts of
Yeah.
like Noosa and Surfers
Anyway, we're back
Paradise.
next week.
Anyway,
with
ACT. Yeah. Alrighty, folks. We appreciate you tuning in. We are the Wormhole Extremists, and we'll be
We
back next
are.
week with Underground and what comes after Affinity?
Covenant.
Covenant.
I think
That's
it's
right.
Covenant.
The guys
Mr.
from Nanny, let's go!
Sheffield.
Let's go!
Oh,
Yes,
Guys from
man.
Charles
Nanny. I'm so
Shaughnessy.
excited.
Charles Shaughnessy. I've been trying to get him
Shaughnessy.
back. He
So
originally came on
hot.
Gate World a few years ago. Yeah.
So
Oh,
into
that would
him.
be
The Nanny. I'm on
cool.
season 2 right now. I'm having a great
It's a
time.
good show. It's a good
Good
show.
It is a
show.
good show. Yeah, yeah.
We
it's
appreciate you
fun.
tuning in, everybody. Take care now. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.